Good morning! Welcome back to my science class. This is me, Teacher Laikar. Our topic for today is all about characteristics of living things. Living things have characteristics that make them different from non-living things. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng living things? A living thing pertains to any organism or a life form that possesses or shows the characteristics of life or being alive. There are 5 characteristics of living things. Let's proceed first with living things grow and develop. You went through different kinds of change as you grow, like physical change. You grew taller, heavier, and stronger. You learned how to walk, run, jump, and do other physical activities like swimming and dancing. Second is mental change. You learned how to speak, read, and write. You knew how to count and name colors. You learned how to solve problems, recite poems, and express your ideas. You learned to make your own decisions. Third is social change. You gained friends and learned to share toys with them. You learned how to talk to different people. You began to say po and opo to your elders. And the last one is emotional change. You learned how to control your emotions. Now, you do not easily get angry when you were younger. You do not cry as much now as you do then. Other living things grow too. Most plants grow from seeds. Young animals such as puppies grow into adult dogs and kittens grow into adult cats. The second characteristic of living thing is living things move. Living things can move. They can walk, run, hop, climb, swim, play, and dance. You can move parts of your body to do household chores and other activities. Do animals move? Some animals walk, run, hop, and fly. Others crawl, swim, and jump. Animals move to look for food and shelter, and to protect themselves from their enemies. Even plants move on their own. As they grow, their stems grow and move upward. Stems also follow the light of the sun. The roots grow downward to absorb water and minerals from the soil. The flowers bloom as they fold outward. The leaves fan out as they move. Next, let's proceed to living things need energy to live. The most common source of energy is food. Living things need food to survive. Recall the different kinds of food that your body needs. Let's begin first with Go Foods. Go Foods are rich in carbohydrates. They provide you with energy. Bread, cereal, rice, noodles, cakes, and chocolates are examples of Go Foods. The second is Grow Foods. Grow Foods are rich in proteins. They are necessary for normal growth and development. Milk, egg, meat, chicken, and fish are Grow Foods. And the last one is Glow Foods. Glow foods like vegetables and fruits are rich in vitamins and minerals. They keep your body healthy by making your immune system stronger. The immune system protects your body against diseases. Animals differ in the food that they eat. Some animals eat only plants. These animals are called herbivores. Cows, goats, horses, and rabbits are examples of herbivores. Some animals consume only meat. These animals are called carnivores. Lions, tigers, sharks, and snakes are examples of carnivores. Other animals like birds and monkeys eat both plants and meat. They are called omnivores. Another example of omnivore is human. Plants, like animals, also need food. They can make their own food through the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis occurs in the leaves of plants. The leaves of the plant use sunlight to make a sugar called glucose. Glucose is a plant food. It gives the plant energy to grow. Another characteristics of living things is living things respond to stimuli. A stimulus is anything that causes reaction. A stimulus is anything that causes a reaction. It can trigger you or excite your sense organs. When you are suddenly exposed to bright light, your initial response is to close your eyes or cover them with your hands. When you are hurt, you immediately react to stop the pain. For example, you quickly move your fingers away from a needle that pricked you. You cover your nose when you smell something bad. Living things have the ability to respond to their environment. You use your senses to talk, move, and react to your surroundings. How do dogs respond to pain? Dogs will bark or even bite when harmed. How about plants? How do they respond to stimulus? You will notice that plants move towards sunlight. You cannot observe this at once. It takes time to see the response of plants to light. Macacia leaves fold closed the moment they are touched. And finally, the last characteristic of living things. Living things reproduce. How does living things reproduce? It is through reproduction. It is the process by which living things produce their own kind. Human mothers give birth to little babies just like female dogs, cats, pigs, and dolphins. Other animals such as birds, lizards, frogs, and fishes lay eggs. Do you know that insects lay eggs too? Yes, of course. These are dogs with puppies and cats with a kitten. They all give birth to live young. This is a chick that becomes chicken and a snake. They are all hatched from eggs. Plants reproduce differently. They do not give birth or lay eggs. They grow from seeds. Seeds grow into plants in a suitable environment. Let's proceed to traits. When we say traits, these are characteristics that can be observed in a living thing. When living things reproduce, they pass on traits to their offspring. This is a horse and this is a cow. As you can see, the mother and the babies have the same traits or characteristics. And that is all about characteristics of living things. I hope you learned something from me. This is Teacher Laikar. Goodbye!